Of course it's difficult. The winters are harsh, the summers sweltering. But whether it's raining or windy or snowing, it doesn't matter. We must put on our costumes and carry on. We chose this profession out of passion. The show must go on.
These are timeless stories. Stories of kings and queens, of clan rivalries, stories of love and betrayal. Far from the city lights of Shanghai and Beijing, the Jinju, the traveling opera, continue tirelessly to travel to the remote countryside of northern China, going from village to village, day after day, wherever spectators still expect their arrival.
Of all the operas we were a part of this year, which was your favorite?
It's hard to say, but of all the ones we've already done, I think my favorite is Xia He Dong.
That's true. And the song by Master Kui is just magnificent. However, the song I prefer the most is the last one in Song Ai King, especially when sung by Tu Xawi. It's really wonderful.
This is a journey with no beginning and no end, charted to reach the most isolated communities in China. Since the dawn of time, traveling opera troupes have been crossing the country from east to west and from north to south. Only a handful remain today, but the tradition must be perpetuated and the ancestors' message heard. Mr. Liu's troupe is one of the few that are left. His preferred region is Shaanxi, a province in central China thought of as the birthplace of Chinese civilization. A rural area that somehow missed China's economic boom and the explosion of megacities taking over the country. The troupe is like a large family. These are the traveling carnivals of our times. They're all ages, and each have their story and reasons for choosing this vagabond lifestyle, at times bringing husbands, wives, and children with them on the road. Li is the youngest performer in the group.
I'm 20 years old, and I'm from a small village in Shaanxi. I had to leave my parents when I was 12, and I joined the company after studying at an opera school. In the beginning, I was so young that I really missed my parents. I remember crying a lot back then. I've been here for 4 years now, and how can I put it? Things have changed. I don't know if I like this life, but I've gotten used to it.
Hurry up! We don't have much time to set up the stage.
It's a typical village, of which there are few today. One where farmers spend their time in their fields and gardens. Entertainment and distraction are rare. The 1 or 2 times a year that the opera comes to town are still a big event, a moment of enchanted escape from the regular calmness that comes with life in the countryside. The troupe will stop for 2 days, maybe 3. It's life in a suitcase, where nowhere is home, but where one's at home everywhere. This time, they found lodging in an abandoned school. Lee didn't choose this life for herself. Her family decided for her, in an attempt to help her escape a future of labor and poverty.
Look at those boys there. We have to keep an eye on them.
Make sure they behave.
What time are we going on tonight? Around 8:30 p.m.? Okay, so we should be done around 11 p.m. or midnight. That means we'll probably only get to bed around 1 a.m. It's going to be a long, tiring night.
How long are we staying here?
4 or 5 days, I think. Last time we stayed 5 days, so it will probably be the same thing. The last place where we performed was much better.
The village was expecting the troupe. More than a simple distraction, the opera is considered an offering to the gods, an obligation that is seen as a barter. In exchange for amusing the gods, the people hope their wishes will be granted, such as a prosperous harvest, good health, or having a boy. In its own way, the opera is as much a religious service as it is entertainment. And it's more fun to watch a performance than to go to temple.
Ladies and gentlemen, first-timers and opera regulars, good evening and welcome. Tonight, the role of Tang Ziyan will be performed by one of our young actors. The other roles will be performed by Wei Yanqing. Enjoy the show.
The curtain goes up, and the audience is taken back in time to ancient China through stories that inspire the viewer's imagination. All the shows take place in the same setting, Imperial China, and revolve around timeless tales of intrigue, love affairs, and relationships between young and old characters, some of them good and others powerfully evil. Bao Gong. The moral of the story is usually positive and often brought to life by Bao Gong, the good judge, a recurring character who rights wrongs and restores justice before the curtain drops. Lee is about to go on stage. Every night she plays the same part, an imperial guard, a small supporting role. That's because she's not only the youngest in the troupe, but also the latest recruit. She still has a long way to go before she can take center stage, perhaps someday in the Queen's costume.
Of course, I dream of success. But to get there, one has to work very hard. And it's difficult for young people to work their way up. We generally go to bed very late. And it's hard and tiring to get up so early and to get to work quickly. But I do want to have leading roles and get better at what I do, which would also mean I'd earn more money. Personally, what I prefer in traditional Chinese operas aren't the male costumes, but rather those designed for women. I love to watch them. I love to watch them because they're truly magnificent, especially at night. Night brings a special ambience to the show. I think it's better than a daytime performance. When I watch the show from the wings, with the magic of the lights in full effect, I think it's breathtaking.
As night falls, the actors are transformed into kings, princesses, heroes, and gods. Come morning, they are once again simple mortals, performers who live on the outskirts of society in precarious living conditions. A life of thin sleeping pads on the floor of temples, villagers' homes, or backstage. Their nomadic way of life may have its downsides, but they are respected and treated with honor as liaisons to the gods and are thought of as special types of servants.
Eyes up. Run. Faster. Jump and landing.
Liu is the troupe's lead singer and artistic director. He joined the team when he was just 16 years old. His son also wants to be a performer. But he dreams of joining the Beijing Opera, a large, respectable institution for practicing this ancestral art. Not of a life on the road filled with performances for villagers.
I always tell my son that if he likes this profession, he must go for it. If he fights, he will succeed. We're performing an opera that fits this region. I like the Beijing Opera, but I couldn't join because my family wasn't part of the right social class. I had no chance of even auditioning there. The Beijing Opera is bigger and more prestigious than ours, but it doesn't reach the people. It's also a lot less demanding. In small villages, the arrival of the opera is a huge event. Farmers rarely stop working. They have such a difficult life. We offer them a moment of respite. Distractions are rare here, but they allow themselves to get comfortable and enjoy the show we put on.
People from the neighboring villages also attend. The songs and dances, the costumes, and the ancient storylines offer a 3-hour escape from the difficult daily life of the farm and work in the fields. In the heat of a summer day, it's an older crowd that gathers for the show, along with a few children. Every year, the audience in front of the stage grows thinner, a reflection of the rural exodus that has left entire regions empty and which has no end in sight. For those who remain, all generations of the family live together in one small home. And they do not share the same opinions, nor see eye to eye when it comes to the opera and maintaining traditions.
My neighbor told me the opera's here.
I have too much work. I can't go.
I'm not sure I want to go.
You're right. It's always the same.
Especially when we don't understand the story.
You young people don't understand the tradition.
It's endless. Sometimes it lasts over 3 hours.
On top of that, you can imagine. Last time I was so tired after working all day that I fell asleep.
But you don't know our stories, nor the characters that are the stars of the show.
I've always loved your opera stories. Always.
You always paid attention. It's funny. When you cried, they always calmed you down quickly.
Only because you told them so well. Village life is nice. The air is pure. There's no pollution here. The city is more practical and more modern, but here we live among nature. I love the opera costumes. The clothing is just incredible. The long dresses are magnificent. All of that, the costumes, the shoes, it's like a bouquet of flowers.
Tonight, the show starts at 8 p.m. sharp.
What are we performing again?
Susankij. We'll do the long version, about 3.5 hours. We'll have the honor to have Jinwen on stage with us.
And what are we performing tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, we have the pleasure of performing Jinquidong, starring our second team of actors. For tonight's show, I need you all to concentrate and to really work together to ensure the show is a success. The expectations are high tonight. This audience is passionate about opera, so we need to give them our best from the heart.
In opera, the lyrics are beautiful, and the singing is very delicate. It's not the language we speak every day. In opera, everything is beautiful. The actors, the gestures, the musical instruments, the songs, the makeup, the actresses who play the parts. It's a fascinating world.
Night after night, she's the one who plays the queen and wears the costumes of the noble women and empresses. She's the one that all the young singers in the troupe admire and the public longs for. Her name is Ping Li. She's lived on stage and on the road since childhood. To the performers, Jinju is more of an art than a career, and over time, it becomes a way of life and their destiny.
I must have been 7 or 8 years old when the opera first came to my village. I remember thinking the makeup and the hairstyles were magnificent. I sneaked backstage so I could watch the actors get ready. It was like a dream. I didn't think then that I would make that my career, but I wanted to be part of that world so badly. And yes, I was about 7 or 8 years old then.
School's out for the holidays, and Ping's daughter has come to see her, sharing her exceptional life for a few days. It's rare that they get to see each other. With her mother on the road for most of the year, Ping's daughter is raised by her family on the outskirts of Beijing.
We don't have a lot of contact with people outside the troupe. We keep to ourselves. The days tend to run together. We travel, eat, sleep, and then it's time to put on makeup and perform. I would prefer it if my daughter did something else. It's a great job, but it leaves no room for having a family. I couldn't give Jingjing the love and care that she needed. And her father wasn't there for her either. It's just not fair for the children.
Some days are more difficult than others. The rain started this morning and will continue for several days. But no matter the weather or the conditions, the shows must go on at a pace of 2 to 3 performances daily. This small village, north of Shaanxi, exists apart from the rest of the contemporary China. It's been forgotten by the Central Powers. There are no mines or industries nearby, no resources or riches to exploit. The population is a small group of farmers and shepherds who are among the poorest in the country, left to fend for themselves if they wish to survive.
How many people live here?
Around 400 people.
How do you sustain yourselves? What do you grow in your fields?
What do we grow?
Yes, is it corn?
Corn and vegetables, but this year was a very poor harvest.
The harvest was bad because of weather conditions, and the farmers don't make enough money. It's very difficult for everyone.
And you, who are you?
We're with the opera troupe.
What are you doing here?
We're performing an opera.
Does this opera have a name?
We're performing Zhaoxi Zhangchen.
I see. I don't know it.
The singers are excellent. Come see us tonight.
Okay, I'll try.
How much if I buy 2?
4 yuan.
That's cheap.
You owe me 1 more yuan.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Li and her traveling companions are used to these kinds of places that no one usually visits. To avoid boredom, they often go out and meet the people, letting them know that something extraordinary is about to take place in their village.
It's the opera. They arrived this morning. Come see us perform tonight.
Why not?
Do you live far?
No.
Great. The opera is called Zhaoxi Zhangchen. You'll like it. The singers are very talented. Let's buy eggs. How much are they?
4 yuan.
I'll take 5 yuan worth. Did you know we're performing tonight?
Yes, I did.
Do you like opera?
Yes, but I don't have time for that.
The show is fabulous. We're performing Zhaoxi Zhangchen.
Are you working tonight as well?
Yes, over there.
You can watch the show and work at the same time.
How's business?
Not very good.
There aren't a lot of people here.
Do you not live in this village?
No, I live higher up.
There aren't a lot of people here.
That's for sure.
Looks like we spent almost all our money.
Yeah, in very little time.
And it was tough to earn. We bought lots of food for about 50 yuan. Lots of things to eat and to snack on.
There's no one in this village and not a lot to do.
I can't wait to leave. There's nothing fun to do here.
We're far from everything. It's not very lively.
How long are we staying here?
About 4 days, I imagine. Gosh, it's so boring.
Yeah, not a lot to do. It feels really remote.
That's for sure.
Setting up the stage takes almost an entire day. The artists who agree to handle this long and tedious task are rewarded with a small bonus. The others drop off their bags, where they'll be staying with some villagers who agreed to put them up in exchange for some money.
What are you making, ma'am?
Stuffed tomatoes.
It smells really good.
The tomatoes are from the garden, grown without pesticides.
It's better that way. They look wonderful.
I'm so hungry. We've been on the road and we haven't eaten since this morning. I see you eat badly. You're too skinny.
Opera's too tough for these youngsters.
And you really travel all year round, from village to village? Yes, all year round. That must be difficult. During high season, we never stop. Then during low season, things quiet down a bit. Are you sure you'll perform tonight with all that rain coming down? If the stage is uncovered, we'll cancel. We can't perform if we're soaking wet, but if it's covered, we'll definitely perform. In fact, if the audience shows up, we have to perform.
Will you come see us tonight, ma'am?
If you perform, I will come.
The show is really great. It's good. The food is delicious. I was famished. It's so good. Since I was little, I've always felt vulnerable. But today I can provide for myself and also help my family. I'm even able to save a little money and help my mother, provided I'm careful about my spending, of course. I come from a very poor family, so I do whatever I can and work hard to help all of them. That is my destiny. Opera has given me a better life.
We manage to adapt and always end up getting used to this way of life. This country is enormous. It's like a never-ending journey. It's a chance for us to discover new cultures. The public is full of praise and always compliment us. It's a wonderful reward, because the work is extremely difficult. We're very lucky. That's what motivates us to continue.
The next stop is almost 100 kilometers to the east, even farther from Beijing and its prestigious operas. It's a bit like the soft underbelly of a very large dragon. It makes no difference whether one is here or there. During a short pit stop on the side of the road, Ping and Li daydream about all the places they will finally be able to visit once they have some free time during their few days off between tours.
When do you think we'll finish this tour?
We still have 4 operas to do, maybe 5.
So we have about 20 days to go.
We could explore Nazan Park. We could have some fun once the tour is over, then go home and finally get some rest. And you? What do you plan to do?
I'm going to rest first, then I hope I can travel a bit.
Where to?
Beijing.
In Beijing, you could visit the Imperial Palace. It's a fantastic place.
It's very beautiful inside.
If I had a bit of time, I'd love to go to Shanghai. I've never been before. People say there are beautiful shops and boutiques there.
I hope we can have some fun once the tour is over.
Our work is so tiring.
Yes, and stressful too.
Our situation is pitiful. It's so hard. We don't have a minute of rest, not a moment to relax or decompress.
Ping is our principal actress. There are different types of roles for women in the Jinju opera, and she plays all the lead female roles. Not only is she talented, but she's also a beautiful person inside. So of course I want to be like her. She's a role model for me.
Aw. Breathe deeply. Round out your wrist. There you go. Very good. Stand tall, as if your father were here. Turn your wrist and let your eyes follow its movement. Sometimes it gets tough, but you have to practice every day. You need to train starting early in the morning, work every second, never stop. Look at me, I sing all the time, even very softly during every waking moment. Whatever you do, laundry, cooking, you must sing. It's a daily task. It's a job that never stops. It doesn't just happen like that. In fact, it takes a lifetime.
Once a year.
Only once?
Yes, we can't afford more. The mayor makes it possible.
Your mayor decides all that, I'm sure. And he pays every year?
Yes, absolutely. I'm so glad I spoke to you.
Me too.
People say that you're very famous.
I have to meet the others at the temple.
Yes, I know. I have to get home.
Okay, thanks for everything.
The temple's that way.
Upon arriving, the troupe is greeted by a group of villagers. The locals do not regularly participate in religious services. Usually, only the monks need to perform the ceremony for it to be considered effective. But today is different. It's the birthday of a local god, so the artists and musicians have to honor him with songs and music, acting both as street performers and messengers.
Yesterday we performed an opera called Suzanne Kiji. I played the role of Suzanne. Suzanne comes from a rich family, but her parents die in a tragic accident. So her aunt takes her in to raise her. Unfortunately, she has no money, so she sells Suzanne to an old rich man. The man is embittered and mean, and he and his family beat poor Suzanne constantly. They hate her so much they decide to poison her food. But that day, Suzanne is sick and can't swallow anything. The man eats her food in her place and dies in incredible pain. After his death, Suzanne is sold to a brothel where she meets a very handsome young man. He's rich, and they fall deeply in love with one another.
In the old days, the longest opera performances could last several days. Today, they've been reduced to 3 or 4 hours and encompass all genres, from melodrama to burlesque, to tragedy to circus arts. Actors spend around 7 hours a day on stage to make as much as a blue-collar worker. But the opera offers an escape from the gloom of a factory or mine. And performers travel for 8 months at a time, making people laugh and cry all over the country.
出来，出来不出来？不出来我就把你揪出来，揪出来我把你吊在那栏上，我丢溜打你40个溜，就把你的屁股给打得烂了。你才敢跟我小战一场八回。
Can we take a picture? Great. It was amazing.
Well done.
I have to go.
The troupe has been on the road for about 4 months. While they each dream of heading back home to their village and families, the bus takes them farther away each day, to the north of the country, towards faraway lands to conquer new audiences. It's the first time the opera is venturing into this region, located in between Shaanxi and Inner Mongolia. Where and how will they find a place to sleep? Will the audience turn out for the show? How many days and nights will they need to stay before continuing their journey?
We still have 3 more rows after this one.
Yes.
Then we'll take a short, well-deserved break.
I'm so tired.
A troupe just arrived in the neighboring village. They perform operas. I've heard they're very good. Would you like to go?
Okay.
All right. Let's see if we can convince your grandmother to join us. Let's get to it. We still have a bit of work to finish first.
Did you hear about tonight's show in the nearby village?
I don't have money to go.
So you're not going?
I doubt it.
Even if they only come once a year?
Well, then pay me what you owe me.
Okay.
Last year we couldn't go. The harvest was too poor. Did you go? How was it?
It was great. Really excellent.
Well, I hope I can make it this time. You're wrong, Mom.
My son, don't you think I have enough work? Do I look bored?
Not at all. But it would be good for you to have a little fun. Your grandson will be happy.
The last time I saw an opera, your father was still alive.
That was a long time ago.
We were gone for a few days. It was a long trip.
Come on. Don't stay at home.
Okay, I'll go for my grandson. He's a good boy. And who knows if the opera will ever be back again.
Leaving one's village is not a common occurrence in these parts. But the fact that the Jinju have stopped in the neighboring village is a good reason to escape the day-to-day and go on an adventure. A break from harsh reality. An opportunity to enjoy life and to experience a bit of cultural magic and beauty that is thousands of years old. An opportunity to reconnect with others and come together, and a chance to rediscover history, whether real or a fantasy, through splendor that will live on as long as the Jinju continue their travels.
In Eastern culture, the stories of our ancestors and those of modern life are inextricably linked, never separated. Therefore, traditional Chinese opera will never disappear. We give life to characters of a bygone era. Of course, all of this is beautified on stage to provide maximum enjoyment, to help us remember our origins and those who came before us, so they can remain in our memories. But nothing will ever replace traditional opera. It will live on forever.